Hey everyone! Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are talking about Dylan Wang and Shen Yue. Shen Yue cried during an interview after Dylan Wang's harsh words, and fans around the world are heartbroken. Make sure to subscribe for more exclusive stories and updates on your favorite stars. The tension between these two beloved stars has always been under the surface, but what unfolded during that emotional interview left viewers stunned and deeply sympathetic. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. What began as a cheerful and routine press junket soon spiraled into a deeply emotional moment that revealed the cracks in a once seemingly unshakable friendship. Shen Yue and Dylan Wang became household names after their breakout roles in Meteor Garden, where their on-screen chemistry made fans believe in love stories again. Off-screen, the two often shared cute banter, behind-the-scenes giggles, and moments that fueled shipping theories. But behind those viral clips and smiling appearances was a relationship that, according to insiders, had quietly grown strained over the years. The interview in question was meant to be a light-hearted promotional segment for a new variety show they were appearing on together. Nobody, not even the host, expected what would happen. The mood was bright at first. Shen Yue appeared in a soft blue blouse, her expression warm but somewhat reserved. Dylan, dressed casually in a graphic tee and blazer, seemed more stoic than usual. Fans who watched the early part of the livestream said Dylan's body language was noticeably colder. Shen Yue answered questions with grace, her laughter a little forced at times, but she kept her composure. It wasn't until the interviewer asked about their past collaboration and whether they still kept in touch that things began to unravel. There was a long pause. The interviewer smiled, waiting. Shen Yue turned to Dylan and nodded, as if inviting him to speak first. Dylan looked straight ahead and said, in a tone that many described as detached, "We worked together in the past. That's it. People should stop assuming things." The room fell silent. The interviewer chuckled awkwardly, trying to move on, but Shen Yue's expression had changed. Her smile faltered. She blinked, as if unsure whether she had heard him correctly. Still, she kept it professional. "I think we shared a meaningful experience," she said, her voice a little softer now. "And I respect Dylan as an actor." But Dylan wasn't done. He added, "Well, sometimes people create fake stories for attention. It's better to just focus on work and not the drama fans imagine." His words were sharp, and although he didn't name Shen Yue directly, the implication was clear. Viewers were shocked. Shen Yue's lips tightened. She looked down at her hands, then gave a small nod. Moments later, as the interview continued, Shen Yue's eyes began to shimmer. She tried to keep her voice steady, but the emotions were creeping in. "I never asked for the rumors," she said quietly. "Sometimes, it just hurts when people you respect act like your shared memories meant nothing." That was when it happened, her voice cracked, and a single tear rolled down her cheek. She quickly wiped it away and tried to laugh it off, but it was too late. The vulnerability was there for all to see. The host offered to pause the interview, but Shen Yue insisted on continuing. Her professionalism shone through, but so did her pain. Social media exploded. Fans were outraged by Dylan's behavior. Hashtags like #ShenYue and #DylanApologize began trending. Clips of the moment were reposted thousands of times, with fans analyzing every word, every glance, every shift in tone. While some defended Dylan, saying he was tired of the constant shipping, many felt his words were unnecessarily harsh and disrespectful. Insiders later revealed that tension between the two had been building for months. One production assistant shared anonymously that Dylan had grown distant during recent filming, often avoiding Shen Yue during breaks and limiting interaction to only what was necessary. Shen Yue, on the other hand, had reportedly tried to reach out several times, trying to rekindle their old friendship. According to this source, she was repeatedly shut down. No one expected it to explode so publicly, and certainly not in an interview. Some fans pointed out that Dylan may have been under pressure from his management to distance himself from rumors of an off-screen relationship, which might affect his brand. Others believed his words stemmed from personal frustration. Either way, the damage was done. Shen Yue's tears became symbolic of a deeper issue in the entertainment industry, the pressure celebrities face to maintain a certain image, even at the cost of personal connections and dignity. The aftermath was swift. That same day, Shen Yue's team released a short statement thanking fans for their support and emphasizing her desire to focus on work and spread positivity. She didn't mention Dylan. Meanwhile, Dylan's camp remained silent for nearly 48 hours, during which criticism mounted. Eventually, his team issued a vague apology, stating that emotions can sometimes be misunderstood and that Dylan meant no disrespect. It was not well received. Critics and fans alike called the apology lukewarm and insincere. Shen Yue remained quiet. She cancelled one minor appearance that week, citing personal reasons, but otherwise kept working. In contrast, Dylan was photographed arriving at the airport days later with a hard expression and no comments to reporters. Observers noted the contrast, one star trying to stay strong, the other seemingly indifferent. Behind the scenes, however, those close to Shen Yue said she was deeply hurt. One fans who once celebrated them as the perfect on-screen couple now confided in her after the interview, saying, "I didn't think he still hated me." As two individuals whose paths had once intertwined but who now stood on very different ground. The incident also sparked broader conversations online. Viewers debated the expectations placed on actors, the fine line between fandom and intrusion, and the emotional labor of maintaining public personas. Shen Yue's tears became more than a moment of heartbreak, they became a mirror reflecting the pressures of stardom. Despite it all, Shen Yue continued to shine. She took on a new role shortly after the incident, a quiet, introspective character in a romantic drama that many said mirrored her real-life experience. Critics praised her performance, calling it her most emotionally nuanced work yet. Dylan, meanwhile, took a brief hiatus before returning to promote a new action project. His fans remained loyal, but the shadow of that interview still lingered. It's unclear if reconciliation between them is even possible now. Some fans hold out hope for a future reunion, a moment of closure. Others believe it's better for them to move on entirely. What's undeniable is that single interview, just a few minutes long, shone. So if you've ever had your heart broken by someone you once admired, if you've ever held back tears in a room where you were expected to smile, remember Shen Yue. Remember how she carried herself through it all.